How can a 5-7 college football team become bowl eligible? Imagine a team finishing with 5 wins and 7 losses. It might seem like they missed the postseason, but in college football, there's a chance for them to still get into a bowl game. How does that happen? Well, it all depends on the number of teams with 6 or more wins and the overall landscape of the season. Usually, teams need at least 6 wins out of 12 games to qualify for a bowl game. That's the standard rule. But when not enough teams reach that 6-win mark, the NCAA can open the door for teams with losing records, like 5 wins and 7 losses. This is mainly to fill all the available bowl slots and make sure every game gets enough teams to participate. The key factor here is the number of teams with 6 or more wins. If there are fewer than the total number of bowl games scheduled, then some teams with 5 wins and 7 losses can be considered. But it's not just about wins and losses. The NCAA looks at something called the Academic Progress Rate, or APR. This score measures how well a team's student-athletes are doing academically and how many stay in school. Teams with higher APR scores are more likely to be chosen if they are trying to fill spots with losing records. Before considering 5 and 7 teams, the NCAA also looks at other groups. For example, teams that would have been eligible if a win against a football championship subdivision team counted, or teams that played a 13-game regular season and finished 6 and 7. Also, teams transitioning from the football championship subdivision to the football bowl subdivision for a second year might be considered. Only after these groups are exhausted do 5 and 7 teams with high APR scores get a shot. Bowl selection committees also play a role. They consider conference tie-ins, fan appeal, and other factors when inviting teams. Even if a 5 and 7 team is technically eligible based on APR, the bowl game has to extend an invitation. Sometimes, special circumstances like the COVID-19 pandemic have led to waivers of normal rules, allowing more teams to participate regardless of their records. So, in summary, a 5 and 7 college football team can become bowl eligible if there aren't enough teams with 6 or more wins to fill all the bowl slots. The decision then depends on their academic performance, conference considerations, and whether the bowl organizers decide to invite them. It's a rare path, but it does happen when the overall team landscape makes room for teams with losing records. This process helps ensure that the postseason remains lively and inclusive, even for teams that didn't quite reach the usual winning threshold.